Hi, happy Friday, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, Uncle Sam. How does it feel to be 250 years old? Welcome to this edition of Time Out Overtime on this, the one and only Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. I can't thank you folks enough for watching and listening to me 3 times a week as I attempt to keep you up to date on what's going on in the world of sports as it pertains to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where to begin? Where to begin here? Well, soccer, United States coming off of that thrilling victory over Bosnia Herzegovina the other night. Will be playing Belgium Monday night at 8 o'clock on Fox. Interesting that the TV ratings for these soccer games are very good. And I'm glad to see that. I was never much of a soccer fan, but I think a lot of people are now that it's being the World Cup has come to the United States. And it's a good sport. I like it. There's not a lot of scoring, but gosh, I was playing soccer right after I learned how to walk, I think. It's a good sport. And the good thing about it is girls and boys can both play. You don't need a lot of equipment, just a ball, whereas the other sports, you do need equipment to play, and but not soccer. So glad to see the ratings are up. Best of luck to the USA. As I said, they will take on Belgium on Monday night at 8 o'clock on Fox. As you saw in the headlines, near as I could gather, Pistons came close in the last few days, or well, up until last week. They were close on a three-team trade, three-team deal that would have brought them Houston's Kevin Garnett. He's 37 years old. But I still think he's a scoring threat, and he would have been very good with Cade and Jalen Duren. By the way, it looks like Duren's coming back to Detroit. I think his talking with Sacramento and the LA Lakers was pretty much a smokescreen, Although Luka Doncic has publicly said that he wouldn't mind bringing Jalen Duren to LA, but that's not going to happen. Pistons have the right to match any offer he gets, and sooner or later, and eventually, he will remain a Detroit Piston. What I can gather, too, is the Pistons haven't given up on trying to acquire Kevin Garnett. Well, what happened last week was when the Celtics traded Jaylen Brown to the Sixers, at least for the moment anyway, they put the kibosh on their acquisition of Kevin Durant from the Rockets. I asked this question of my colleague, Jed McNair, the other day, and I think really Jed knows a lot more than I do about this. I value his opinion greatly. His knowledge of any sport is very good, insurmountable, I think. So something noteworthy happens. I'd like to pick Jed's brain and see what he thinks. The Pistons, when they acquired John Collins the other day from the Clippers, and of course before that, Isaiah Joe, I think they're a better team now than they were than when the season ended. And I don't think they're done yet either. Apparently, they haven't given up on Kevin Garnett, and the Rockets have made it known that he is available. But looking at FanDuel, pardon me, the voice. It's the weather, folks. It's the weather. Boy, looking at FanDuel, if I can get by this, the odds, FanDuel odds for winning the NBA East next season, the 26-27 season. I don't see many surprises here. The Knicks, of course, are on top at plus 300, followed by the Celtics at plus 450. The Raptors, now that Kyrie is back, plus 700. Then the Cavaliers, the Pistons, tied for fourth at plus 750. At six, even though they acquired Jaylen Brown, the Sixers with the sixth best odds to win the East next year at plus 800. Seven, they've got the Magic at plus. Then there's a very wide disparity after that. Okay, seven, you got the Orlando Magic plus 7,500, the Atlanta Hawks plus 7,500, the Pacers plus 10,000, and the Miami Heat plus 10,000. Okay, that's the way FanDuel is right now. Anyway, that could change. I think there's more trades to be made, including the Pistons. That could change, but right now that's the odds they have for winning the NBA East next season. I don't think the Pistons have given up yet on trying to acquire Kevin Durant. We'll see. I think they're a better team now than they were when the season ended. And I did see something too. Last night I was looking at a podcast. LeBron James's agent was on a podcast with Max Kellerman, formerly of ESPN. And on a whiteboard, he had all the teams that LeBron James could possibly be going to. The 41-year-old LeBron James. Pistons were not on that board. And there must have been almost a dozen teams on that list. He said that Cleveland had the inside track. Okay. How much would he help the Cavaliers? Well, I'm sure the only reason he would go there is he thinks he can bring them another championship. He started there and he wants to finish his career there. No, that's not official. But the Cavaliers have the inside track on signing him, okay, which doesn't surprise me at all. Not at all. So the Pistons now, then in the past couple of weeks, we know they tried to acquire Austin Reeves from the Lakers. That didn't work out. And now they've tried to acquire Kevin Durant from the Rockets. For the moment, for the time being, that hasn't worked out either. But I don't think the Pistons are giving up just yet. I think they're still going to try to bring him in. And in spite of the fact that he's 37 years old, I still think he can score. And he would be a great addition to this team. He has to realize if he would come here to play with Cade and JD and Asar, he would have a good shot at winning an NBA championship there. Something he would not have had in Houston. I don't think, anyway. He is available. And, hey, we'll see what develops. I'll keep you posted on anything that develops on that front. Okay? All right. By the way, I don't have their names handy right now, but all of the commitments Michigan basketball got prior to losing Dusty May have said that they are staying. Okay? They're not going to lose anybody because Dusty May left. These guys have stepped up and said, we're staying here. So that's good news, I guess, too. All right. Okay. The Finish Line Family Restaurant, Carlton Road in Hillsdale, serving our community proudly for more than 40 years, the better part of 4 decades, with good reason. It's not even close. It's the best darn sit-down family restaurant in our area. Nothing comes close. Yeah, I mean, where do you want to start here? No, the hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, open till 8 through Labor Day, Thursday and Friday night until 8 o'clock. All you can eat fish tonight. Uh, Award-winning breakfast served all day. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere, great food, great home cooking. A lot of new menu items. I've tried them all. They're great. Reasonably priced. It's just the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. And nothing comes close, folks. The Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. I can promise you, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Restaurant, you're always going to finish first. And once you've paid your bill, you're full, you walk out that door, you'll have a big smile on your face for good reason. Okay. I better see you all there. I'll see you there tonight. About a half hour. Okay. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs vex you. We're calling an audible with Joe Root and Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Now, what about businesses? Businesses don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. Okay, you give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Root Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. Once again, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. We're also brought to you, of course, by a Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walton Street, about 150 feet west of Howell, 517-610-5372. Any tech service issue at all. Tech services. You mentioned tech services, first thing that comes to mind for me is Quality PC. That's it. Man, nothing else comes close. Not around here anyway. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. Repairs, service, sales. Tim Lindley and his staff at Quality PC are more than capable of resolving any technical dilemmas or issues you may have. Okay, well, whatever it is. Computers that were used, flat screen TV mounting, programming setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers you were used, anything at all. Just get in there and see them, okay? I can assure you, nobody comes close, not around here anyway. 517-610-5372, 37 Walton Street, downtown Hillsdale. You get in there and you tell them Rick and Miggy sent you. Thank you very much. Not a whole lot going on with the Lions, but there won't be until training camp opens. And as I've told you before, first day, well, the rookies will report on July 25th. They hit the field the next day on the 26th. The rest of the team comes in on the 28th. Next day, the 29th. Everybody's on the field. Okay. Of course, the first preseason game is at Cincinnati on August the 13th. And that'll be here before you know it. Be here before you know it. It's not that far away. August 13th. What is it? 6 weeks? 6, 7 weeks, something like that. Hey, I know it's hard to fathom with weather like this that football is on the horizon. But it is. And we look forward to it, especially the way the Tiger season has gone. You heard what I played for you the other day, what Steve Larsenman had to say. And I'll just tell you one more time to paraphrase when he finally broke his silence the other day on Dylan Larkin. He said, yes, he did receive a call from his agent requesting a trade. He got a call a day or two later with a list of teams that he would be willing to trade his no trade clause for. But Eiserman reiterated, whatever he does here will be in the best interest of the Detroit Red Wings, and he cannot guarantee Larkin or his agent that he will make a trade. Again, it's very difficult to fathom Larkin being here at the start of next season. Will he still be wearing the C? Going to get booed every time he hits the ice. It's going to be embarrassing for everybody if he's still here. Totally humiliating for everybody. It's a mess right now, a total mess. And it gets back to who leaked this. Tkachuk was the captain of the Ottawa Senators. He wore the C. He requested a trade, but it didn't get leaked, and he did get traded. He's joining his brother in Florida. That didn't get leaked. But this did. I'm convinced that it was Larkin's agent that leaked this. I'm convinced, thinking that if he did, Eiserman would have no choice but to grant his wish. And Stevie is saying not necessarily. So that's where that's at right now. Tigers have the day off. It's Friday, day before the 4th of July, and they're not. Tigers and the Rangers aren't playing today. They lost last night 10-4. Robert Valdez was not good. Bullpen wasn't good. Texas had 17 hits. What are they now? 38 and 50. They just swept the Yankees. They just swept the Yankees. You can't turn around and get swept by the Rangers. That gives you a 3-3 road trip, and you're right back where you started. This is like, call this the Tiger Shuffle. It's been a long time since I've done any dancing, but foxtrot, anybody ever dance? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 3 steps forward, 3 steps. It's like we're doing a dance here right now. Jack Flaherty's going to, again, well, why aren't they playing today? Because they got bumped by soccer. Okay, the ballpark is directly across the street from AT&T Stadium, also known as the house that Jerry built. And there's a World Cup soccer game going on there today. And obviously, they didn't want the traffic dilemma that they would have had if they've been playing a baseball game today. So there is no game today. Soccer is on the menu down there today. So they resume their series tomorrow. And because they're playing indoors at 72 degrees in Texas, these games are being played during the day. I think it's a 4 o'clock start tomorrow and 3:30 on Sunday. Jack Flaherty goes tomorrow. Who's pitching Sunday? Is it Casey Mize? I believe it is Casey Mize. Nope, it's Derek Skubal. Well, number 2, you notice I'm baffled, really baffled. All we've heard about is Derek Skubal in the final year of his contract, his agent, Scott Boras. You know what's going on. I don't have to tell you, hey, Boras wants his client to hit the open market and create a bidding war. Tigers aren't saying much about it. But Casey Mize is in the same boat. Casey Mize is in the same boat that Derek Skubal is. His contract is up after this season. We don't hear anything about him. If you didn't know it, you wouldn't think he's in a contract season. We must assume here that I don't know who his agent is. I'll find out. But it's certainly Scott Boras. If it was Scott Boras, you would have heard a lot more about it by now. But crickets. Complete crickets from Casey Mize's camp. That's about it. I think I got you caught up on everything. Soccer, Monday night. I'll talk